Watercooler. Watercooler. Yo, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you. You know how the show goes. Hi, Chris Locks. I'm on to kick it with my Curl Digital Bud and Gary and Kayla and Matt with me today in North Hollywood, California. It's Mike Dawson.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, Mike. And all the way in Long Beach, California, we got Kaylin Bean.
Going on.
Hi, Kaylin.
Hi, Chris.
And in Austin, Texas, Mr. Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Oh, yeah. And all the way in Orange County, California, we got Gary Smith.
No, thanks. I'll just blow it anyways.
What? What is that?
The final line of this thing.
Oh, I'm not even in the Sting mode anymore. But yes, so for those who
that sounded a little strange out of context.
Yeah.
It made Matt laugh though, and that's plenty for me.
Yeah. So we just did the Sting movie night. We just recorded it and it was a hoot. So if you're not part of our Patreon, we just literally talked about the Sting for quite some time and dissected it. And you're not going to get an analyzation of the Sting like that. And also, Matt.
Sected it?
Huh?
Did you just say you sected it?
Dissected it.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh,
Well,
dissected it. Oh, okay. I didn't hear the D.
Well, no.
Sorry, dude. I thought sected was a word.
It is. See, no, we
Okay.
dissected it so much that I dissected the word dissect.
That
and
you
we
sected
dissected
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's how deep we go.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And we got into it. And Matt, with a very nice surprise, he went into Tour Guide Universal Studios, Matt. And
Yeah, debuted. I've never read from the holy book that is the Universal Studios tour guide script circa 2007.
yeah. So I'm just saying, you guys, if you're not part of that, you're missing out. All right. Well, anyway, back to us. I missed you guys.
Yeah, welcome
We missed
back.
you,
Yeah.
bud.
I listened. You did a great job. That was an incredible 45 minutes of content you put out last week, and I appreciate
90
it.
minutes if you're on Patreon.
That's right. But I was in Vegas for NAB.
I was watching your stories. Look at you with a glass window right to the kitchen. That was a fancy dinner. It looked
Oh,
like
I did. Yeah, maybe I'll do some
Oh,
Shea
I want to hear about that.
Fondle Crystal and do we have a word for? I don't even know. Yeah.
Chez Loxé.
Shea
There
Loxé.
you go, Matt.
So, yeah, that was a crazy dinner. I'd absolutely love to talk about that. Because that was like a once in a lifetime, chef's table kind of meal that
Not if you're Matt.
not.
That's right, baby.
Ooh, well, Matt is Chez Fondle. He's the one doling out awards at every restaurant he goes to, or at least the hope of getting an award. So yeah, he would get it a lot more than I would. But yeah, it was a wonderful evening. But yeah, saw a bunch of cameras, monitors, a lot of production equipment, a lot of gear.
Did you nab any of them? See what I did there?
Not a lot of call it nab. I was informed. Do not call it nab. NAB. So no, I didn't nab anything. But yeah, I did see what you did there, and I don't disapprove. So not that I approve of stealing. I didn't steal anything, for the record. If anybody else, I did not steal.
You
anything.
didn't have Matt with you to distract people.
I could have knocked a stand over, dude. It's
Once
the perfect
again,
con.
A reference to Matt's movie night. We also went over all of our personal felonies, whether we got caught for them or not, and it was very eye-opening to say the least. Let's see. So Gary was just in Palm Springs. I was in Vegas. A lot of heat, a lot of desert action. Gary, what did you do?
Well, LA Magazine hosted a music night where a producer named Rob Lewis, who's well renowned, brings out an orchestra. He brings out 4 or 5 strings players. He brings out a drummer. I believe that this guy was Stevie Wonder's drummer. And they have a DJ play for about an hour, and then Rob Lewis gets up with all of his various musicians, and they play like 90s R&B hits for like 90 minutes, and they have rotating singers and 4 or 5 amazing singers and performers, and they do like an audience sing-along, and that was all at Gigi's out at the V, so right by the pool there. It was a really cool night.
I love Gigi's.
one thing that did happen was I noticed a little bit of commotion at one of the tables at one point. I was kind of bouncing around working. I was taking pictures of the event. And I noticed a commotion, and somebody, it appeared, had fallen off their chair, and they got helped up, and somebody was saying, get them some water. And eventually somebody from that table stood up and walked kind of past me, and I stopped him and said, like, hey, is that guy over there okay? Does he need anything? Like, I can go talk to the manager and get him, whatever he needs. And he looked at me and he went, yeah, man, he just had his third seizure in 20 minutes. And I went, okay, so you need an ambulance.
Yeah.
He went, yeah, I guess so.
Hmm.
And I went, okay. And so I went in, and sure enough, two giant fire trucks and an ambulance showed up about 10
Wow.
minutes later.
Damn.
Did you call
And-
911?
I did not. I directed the manager because they know much more about the location and give instructions.
Right.
I will say that the producer of the event caught them before they rolled up and made sure that the sirens stayed off. So the lights were on, so you could sort of tell there was commotion and something going on, but he was not going to let the music be interrupted. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, pure performer there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, third seizure. Maybe we should get a second opinion.
Yeah, that shouldn't have gotten
you
to
stuck
3.
to water after the second one. What do
Yeah.
you mean? And as it turned out, that was the guy running sound for the event. And unrelated, the sound for the event wasn't awesome.
Oh man.
No,
Oh.
it was, but we kind of lost the sound guy about 30 minutes into the live performance. So
Yeah.
there were a few bumps in the road, but overall it was a great event. A lot of people came out, and by all accounts, a big success. And we're thinking about making it a monthly kind of residency. So if
That's
that
cool.
happens, we would love to have any of you guys who would like to come out and check it out. Come join us.
I'm invited. No takebacks. I'll be there.
You're
Did you
invited.
get a chance to hang out by the pool?
Yeah,
Get
I
any
did.
any poolside cocktails? What'd you get? What'd
yeah,
you go to?
Well, here's the thing: is that the Gigi's itself, which is the restaurant that is part of the V, it has a large patio that is basically a portion of the pool deck. So basically, the entire event was held by the pool. But I did sit by the pool a little bit beforehand, and I had a seltzy, and I later in the night was drinking cocktails, and the next day, I don't think you could have gotten me to drink alcohol, because after the event was over, we were all in a very good mood, and we decided to continue the party. And yeah, it was one of the more hardcore nights I've had in quite a while.
Dude, I'm surprised by how much of a lightweight I've become since
me too.
becoming like Mr. I used to be able to put it down. I could have probably like 4 or 5 Jameson on the rocks at night, and I'd be fine the next morning. I'd be fine. Like, I wouldn't be crazy. I had 2 beers the other night, and Jen was like, "You smell like a bar, and you're freaking drunk." It's like, how the heck? What is wrong? What just happened to me? It's crazy. Yeah, and it's just I don't understand. Like, my tolerance has just completely changed from the old days, and it's good though, because I'm a cheap date now.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
I don't particularly think I went that hard, but there was a point in the night where we were compelled to switch what we were drinking, and I think that was where the real problem came in.
Beer before liquor.
Yeah.
More like vodka before tequila, and that I think was a big mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
So, whatever. But it was worth it. It was a fun night.
Was it beer before liquor? You have much more fun quicker, or something like that?
That's
Something
exactly
like
right.
that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, so I feel you, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good time anyway. And yeah, please let me know. I love 90s R&B is my thing.
Oh, and these
Literally
people are
my jam.
These people are like legit. This is the second one of these we've done. The first one we did back in March at Engine Company, and we decided to do this one out at Gigi's as a kind of lead in. It was the Thursday night before weekend 2 of Coachella. So the idea was anyone who came out a little early for Coachella, come over and hear some tunes, get in the mood, and then the next day start up your festival. And it was really successful. So I think that we will be doing it more frequently, and you are more than welcome to come. It's a legitimately good event. The musicians are all super talented, and the singers are all fucking awesome too. It's really fun.
Was Stevie Wonder's band, the drummer, was he blind?
He was not, but I don't
Oh.
think Stevie Wonder is either. Read a book.
We've talked about this before, that
It's
when
my
we've
favorite.
gone over your conspiracy, and It is intriguing. And,
It's a fun one.
it's a
If
fun
you
one.
have an hour to give up to the internet, it's a fun one.
Yeah, but but when I saw him, the whole band was blind, so I wonder if it was the same guy because that guy was really
No,
good.
no, this is not that band. This is, I believe, he performs with him in different scenarios than that particular band.
Alrighty. Well, so I have comments. I could talk about that dinner I had in Vegas. Which,
I want to hear about the dinner. Come on.
Yeah, let's
okay.
do some Shaylock say.
All right, let's do some Shaylock say.
Oh no!
Oh, I should.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey,
Chris! What's on the menu? Oh, thanks, I
All
didn't lie.
right. Well, couple things. First, I went to a dinner at a place called Delmonico's. It's in Las Vegas, in the Venetian, in like the it's like that nice restaurant row they have there. It is Emeril Lagasse's high-end steakhouse. Very
Nice.
good stuff. Yeah. Emeril. Bam.
Bam.
Bam. So
Bam.
I was invited to join this group that brought me out to NAB, but also it's just a few other people in the entertainment business. And we so I really only knew 2 of the people there personally, and there was about 10 of us. And so it was a lot of meeting new people, a lot of first timers. Only like 3 of the guys have done this before. Everyone else is a first timer, and we all got together, and we go to Delmonico's, and the reservation said 7:30. So I get there at 7:20, and I think I'm just gonna sit at the bar, grab myself a cocktail, and just hang out while
Great plan.
everyone trickles in. So I'm walking down. Now, first I'm walking to the Venetian, and I noticed my phone's dying because I was just at a convention. I didn't bring the external battery, and nor do I have a cable on me or
For
anything.
people on YouTube, both Gary and Kalen are just shaking their heads.
JV. I mean,
Chris all got us a mobile battery for our phones. I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. I went like 4 years without ever using that fucking thing. I never go anywhere without it now. I use it every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used that thing daily for 5 years before I finally handed it off to somebody who did not have a battery, and I said, "No, here, you need this." And I have since gotten an even bigger version.
So you gave away my Christmas gift.
I did. I loved it so much that I wanted my wife to have it, so I let her have it. It's
Still in his house. Good cover, Gary. Good cover.
I'm gonna need proof. No. So
I can go get it.
He's part of the Facebook group, dude.
You know what? That's a good point. Joya, post a picture of that purchase.
So I noticed my phone's dying, and I think, oh man, I know I'm sitting at the chef's table. And for those who don't know, the chef's table is like the table that's in the kitchen that it's like personally catered to by the executive chef there, and you're getting a really fancy meal and blah, blah, blah.
Before you told me about this, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that kitchens had their own like table in like,
Yes.
I guess high-end ones. I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah. I didn't really either till like a year ago. Like I'm not,
To be fair, Kalen, you could pull up a folding chair at the back of a McDonald's. I don't know if anyone would stop you.
Yeah,
True.
Caitlin,
Anybody
they
can
do
be a
not
chef's
have this-
table.
They do not have this at Wingstop.
Yeah, well, they should.
You should ask, Caleb. That would be, we don't
think.
know for sure. So I know I'm going to go to this fancy dinner, and I thought, I should really want to remember this. And I'm at like 8% on my phone right now walking there, and I'm thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to take pictures of this or videos or anything like that.
We'll never be able to see the table next to you.
Never be able. Yeah. What if the table next to me orders like a flambéed bananas Foster? Nobody will ever believe me. So, and also my wife is calling me too, telling me about her day too,
Who?
which, Jen. So she's freaking, just talking my ear off, and, has a lot to say, and I'm trying to get her off the phone. So, because I'm trying to say bet now. So she's telling me about her day too. And I'm just like, I need to get a cable. So I go to the gift shop at the Venetian, and I go, "Do you have an iPhone cable?" And we got one right here.
$39.
She holds up a box this off-brand iPhone cable. Like, this could break my phone looking at this thing. Like, I don't know if this is
Doesn't have the
rated.
made for iPhone certification.
I don't know. It probably said iPhone, but with an F, right? And I'm just thinking, oh boy. All right, well, how much is it? Gary was close. It was $32 for this iPhone cable. But I was doing the math. I'm like, I'm not paying for the dinner. I was invited. I can get this cable because I want to document this meal. So I buy this iPhone cable, and I go, and all the slot machines have a USB charge port. So I just sit at a slot machine
Oh
for
my god.
20 minutes and just sit there playing a nickel like every minute, just so it looks like I'm doing something, and until I go to the bar. So I get it up to like a good 25% charge.
Now, what do you think is more dangerous, the cord or the fact that you're charging off a slot machine?
Yeah, none of this. Yeah, exactly. I did all my
Sounds like thing was
info.
kind of powerful, actually. I don't know.
Did all my
10
info-
minutes, you get 20%.
Yes,
That's
they
not
have
bad.
all of your info. The fucking MGM or whatever company owns Venetian has all your
Yeah, I
info.
know. I basically just gave them everything off my phone, huh?
And by the way, good thing they haven't had any security breaches lately.
Thanks, Gary.
I'm just saying.
So anyway, I go to the bar now, and I just say, hey, checking in on that reservation, just see if anybody sat in the back, because I know it's in the back, so I don't know if anybody's here. And they said, oh, the reservation's actually at 8. And they said, so drinks were supposed to be at 7:30. We just drink at the bar and then at 8. So I go to the bar, I get their old fashioned, classic.
Good call.
I feel like Matt would be happy about that.
Now you said their old fashioned. Was it an old fashioned or was it their spin on an old fashioned?
It was their spin, but I think they just used higher quality mixers. And he offered me bourbon or rye. And I thought, I've never done it with rye. I always do it with bourbon. So let's do it with rye. And he gave me, I just did like a bullet rye, and it was lovely. And then came
I
time
always
for my,
do with rye.
Oh, I think
right now.
Yes.
I think I might start doing it with rye moving forward, because it was quite tasty.
Thing is that the bourbon's a little sweeter, and you're
Right.
already getting some sweet from
And
the
they're
orange
added.
bitters and stuff. So
And-
I like the rye 'cause it's a little grassier.
Yeah, and I was asking him too, like what he recommended for that, and he's like, because they had some the selection they had was quite expensive, and he was actually telling me how he hates when people order really nice alcohol with mixed drinks, which I kind of agree with, because you're tainting all the nuance. You don't want to get a nice whiskey or scotch and then just ruin it with all the other ingredients in there. So that made sense to me. Then for my second drink, I went Negroni. Just a little taste of
Nice.
Italia, because I've been to Italy before, and I could certainly talk about that
Wait.
instead.
Did that happen?
Yeah, so I went to Italy for my honeymoon, and so I've been on a Negroni kick since. I find them very tasty.
Which begs the question: what was the art like at Delmonico's?
Oh, well, that's
Tasty?
well, I'm glad
Tasty
you
for
brought
the
that
soul?
up, Gary, because that is the entire segment. No, so now I have a Negroni, and then the guys come and they want to go buy me a drink, so I have another Negroni. So I'm 3 cocktails deep before this meal gets started.
Have you
So-
had lunch? I'm guessing no at a
No.
conference.
No, because I've been walking around the conference, and I've been saving my tummy space for this meal. So
Plus, he's flying high from the earlier at the table when he played those quads.
yeah, that was last show, Matt.
I don't care.
That was a movie night reference. So now
Patreon.com/watercooler.
I did allude to this. I'm a lightweight now, so I'm feeling pretty loose.
Can I, before you go further, can I tell you about something that I think is very applicable to this? I just learned about an alternative to the Negroni. It's called a Negroni Spagliato. Are you familiar with that?
Never heard of it. What's a spagliata? I don't even know what that means. Special?
I actually don't know what it means
Specialty,
either.
maybe special.
But
yeah.
here's the deal. It's a Negroni, except instead of gin, they use Prosecco.
Nah, I like the gin.
I know, of course, we all like the gin, but it's way heavier alcohol content wise.
That's
So
what
if you're gonna have to have 3 of them or whatever, get a Negroni Spagliato, and you'll have a wine-based drink instead of a gin.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be good. But here's the thing, Matt. When you have a mark, nobody can tell you cut with gin.
Oh,
All right, so Just keep that in mind when you're having dinner with these powerful people. So the reason I say powerful people is so we go into this room. It's this room with a whole glass wall that faces the kitchen, and then the part that faces the restaurant, it's like glass, but it's covered. So we're not mixed with general pop.
So you can you see out and they can't see
No,
in?
we can barely even see out. It's like
Okay.
glass, but it's like painted and ruffled and all that. So it's like you can't really make out what's going on out there. You just know it's glass. And there's
Cool.
Classic ruffled glass.
ruffled glass, dude. That's how nice Tomaticos is. They have the ruffled glass. So so we sit down, we're all introducing ourselves to each other, we're talking, and they're doing wine pairings with each course. The chef comes out, he announces that it's gonna be a 5-course meal. Asks if any allergies, blah blah blah. And then he's on his way. And so we're meeting these people, and they have me sit. So they want all the new people to sit like to where they're facing the kitchen. And all the people have been there, their back is to the kitchen because it's old hat for them. They already know what's going on. So all the people are sitting face front. But remember, there's been a lot of us that haven't been here. So they have me sit at the head of the table just because all the other ones were taken. So it's weird now that I'm sitting at the head of the table. I already feel like I shouldn't be here. Like what? I don't know any of you guys. I shouldn't be here. And then they're going around.
Who's
the room.
sitting on the other side? Is it someone like very powerful also, like one of the big hitters? Is he the other one that's at the other head of the table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going around the room and we're talking about everyone just is introducing themselves and saying a little bit about themselves. And they start with the guy on my left.
Now I want to hear what you said.
Well, yeah. So they start with the guy on my left. And I'm thinking, you can come in, Jenny. Sorry, Jen's handing me off the baby monitor because she's ditching Benny and she wants me to watch him. So okay. Huh? Oh, I don't know. Not with me. Sorry.
We edit nothing.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just kidding. Hello. So I can't. I'm kidding. Anyway, so the guy for me they start with the guy on my left, and so now I'm basically the last one to go. They're talking about who they are, and they're all in the entertainment business or business ventures, and like literally one of the guys like, oh yeah, I edited. I don't even know if I should be giving out all this. Like one guy's like, oh yeah, I edited Avatar, and a bunch of other incredible movies, blah blah, and like they're just talking, and one guy's like, oh yeah, I was just at the Pentagon yesterday advising the president on blank, and I'm just sitting there just like, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be hearing this. Like
No, dude, you gotta plug the water cooler. This is a table of power players. This is your chance.
It finally comes up to me. And it's like, hi, my name's Chris. I'm on the Water Cooler. Please subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/watercooler.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I don't even remember what I said. I know I undersold. Like, oh,
Blacked out.
Yeah, I'm in podcasting, blah blah blah. And like somebody else said, like, oh no, he's like one of the big producers of podcasting. And like they, one of the other guys was really trying to lift me up there because he kind of saw me floundering. I'm just not good at that. I'm not. What would you guys say, Kalen? What would you say? It's your turn. Go.
I am. Yeah. I mean, to be at this dinner with all these powerful people. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd probably have to go water cooler at that point. Really, not really. Yeah. I worked on the Adam Grohl show, but now my main gig. Check this out. Water Cooler podcast. It's kind of amazing. We do movie nights, meetups.
I mean, Kalen, I really think that you're missing the boat on saying that you produce a podcast for Mark Wahlberg and you kill the fish in months.
That's right.
Well, I don't know about
that. Right. Yeah, it's true.
I may have killed one semi recently. Yeah.
No, I think you played it right, Chris. I would downplay it, especially in that company, because you.
I'm just along for the ride.
If I was in your position, I would feel like, what the fuck am I doing here?
I felt that the whole time. You know, and then and the reason we were there is because one of Emerald's best buds was at the table. So he gets the special. He walks in and out of the kitchen. They all know him. Whenever he goes to Vegas, Emerald always just treats him there and he brings a big group of people and it's all whatever. So it was crazy. So anyway, we say we don't have allergies, and I'll run you through the meal. You want to get, so I'm going to share my screen here. So if you're watching this, you can see it. So
Ooh,
here
pics.
I have pics here. So
Oh man.
okay, so here's the kitchen. Like this is from my seat looking out into the kitchen, and
Wow.
they're getting ready. They're plating the first meal, and that's the sommelier.
Somalian dude.
Somalian dude. So he has the wine pairings, and they're going through everything. So the oh wait, that's not it. I'm going the wrong way.
Wow, that's a hell of a view there.
Going the wrong way. Okay, here's the first meal.
Oh my God. Look
So
at
this is the
that.
opening course. This is a seaweed salad with a fried rice cracker.
Did they
Okay.
serve it in the pan?
No, that's the plate. That's just a
Okay.
plate. With a fried rice cracker with like raw salmon, topped with like cream and caviar. Meant
I was
just
gonna say, I see some caviar on that bad boy.
caviar and like a radish of some sort.
Salmon's
And-
supposed to be that color?
What?
But-
Salmon? I guess. Yeah, it's orange. I don't know.
Okay.
So and you're supposed to put the seaweed on top of the cracker and take a bite, and
Yep.
it was lovely, just a great first bite, very fresh. They said they had all these ingredients imported just for that meal, and like
Love it.
they've been preparing for this one for a while, and it's all very fresh, and it all came in today. So that was the first one, and it was perfect start. Oh, and they also had these like I didn't get a picture, but these truffle chips that were it was like truffle parmesan chips that there's their signature appetizer, and it was like crack. It was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. Okay, so that was the first course. Fantastic. Next
Was
up,
any? Yeah, go
Ooh,
ahead.
pretty.
oh, go ahead, Kaylin.
Was anyone else taking pictures?
Yes.
Did you? Okay.
Great question, Kaylin.
I want to know if you already felt a little
You can
out of
see my
place, but if
Negroni
you were
on
the
this.
only one taking the pictures of the meal, but hey,
Well,
other people were, so I guess it's.
I will spoil it. My phone died.
Oh
So-
no.
So some of these
You
pictures,
borrowed somebody else's
some of these,
phone.
some of these pictures were texted to me by somebody else because I asked.
Hey, Avatar guy, give me your phone. I need your phone for a second. Click, click. All right.
So so this is a charred octopus with
Oh,
a
yeah,
yellow
it is.
sauce. And
How do you guys feel
a
about
red-
puss? You guys like eating puss?
That's right. So this is a charred
How do you guys
octopus
feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
with some sprouts and a yellow sauce with red. Now the Negroni's hitting in, and I'm already forgetting what he's saying. And I'm thinking I should probably take video of him saying this so I won't forget.
Wait, can I ask, is it designed to look like a chicken, or is my mind just doing that?
Oh, I see a Chicken Little with yeah.
Oh, I think your mind's just doing that. I don't think it was designed to do that.
What is the yellow? Is that
Now
a
that you
sauce?
said that, I
Yeah,
can't
it's a
not
yellow
see it.
sauce. I don't know
Okay.
what. I
You
couldn't
ate
tell
chicken
you.
puss.
Yeah. So that's the chicken puss. They'll never invite me back.
Oh, look at that.
Now the Negroni's getting less and less with some red
And
wine
there's some
there.
vino. Whose phone is
And-
that?
This is duck. This is duck with Brussels sprouts, potatoes, kimchi sauce, like whatever the sauce in kimchi
Ooh.
is, and more radishes, and perfectly cooked.
Watermelon radish.
Watermelon radish, perfectly cooked, and it was just one of the best pieces of duck I've ever had in my life. And so that was that. And then next up, oh wait, I have
Chicken
to
to duck.
chicken. Well, octopus to duck. Now this
Chicken, we all saw it.
this is a duo of ribeye and bison with
Ooh,
asparagus.
yeah. How'd you feel about the
And
bison?
like a chimichurri. Fantastic. Perfectly cooked, perfect medium rare, and I loved it.
Really using up those radishes there.
Yeah, they're really going. They're keeping a theme going. They're keeping
Yeah.
a theme going. And then this is their dessert. I don't even remember what it was. I ate all of it.
That's 3 desserts, man.
3 desserts. Yeah, that one was served like family style. And everyone like they put like three of these plates for 10 people, and we all just dug in.
Yum.
There's, like,
3 of those plates of 3?
Yeah, on the table.
Wow.
Huge cakes. This is like a mint chocolate ice cream thing. A chocolate with gold flakes in it. This is a green cake. I don't know. I don't remember. I was too drunk. I was already just stuffing my face, and there we go. So one of the best meals I've ever had.
That's
I was
good
very
stuff,
happy.
man.
I was very, very
Okay.
happy, and and that was Del Monte, and I highly recommend Delmonico's. I mean, they know what they're doing. Now, look, I get
Alright.
it's like celebrity chefs. Oh, it's Admiral, but he's good. He knows flavor. He knows what he's doing. He says, "Bam, it's all good." So,
Question for you, Chris.
go.
Was this meal, which meal was better? This meal or the private casino in London?
I thought you were gonna ask him the White Castle burgers. At
That's
the lobby.
exactly what I thought, Caitlin. I thought for sure we were going to White Castle.
Yeah. Which one was better? This is the Citizen Kane versus the Dark Knight. The super drunk White Castle burgers or the Delmonico's.
I hate to
private
say
dinner.
it, Doss. I don't remember that casino meal very well.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
maybe for the
knows it
same
so
reason. I
well.
think we had too much to drink. I remember remember-
lobster thermidor, prime rib,
yeah, that's
everything
right.
on the menu.
Was that the
came
best
out.
meal you've ever had?
Yes, that was the best meal. I honestly felt I don't need to eat again because I've done it.
Dude, I remember packing up the chocolates from that casino and bringing them home to Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was incredible. Yeah, that was in London. We got treated to a really nice meal at a casino where basically they made all of our. It was like the Wonka factory. They just made all of our wildest dreams come true. So, anyway, that's what's on the menu.
Nice.
Oh, I could
Good
do this.
stuff.
Sounds like a
You
good
should-
meal,
They
dude.
don't do outros.
Yeah, well, this isn't Patreon.
Is
Oh,
yeah,
true.
that is. All right. Well, anyway, so you guys
Well
ready for some
done.
comments? Let's go.
Yeah.
It's time for listener
All right, and these are all comments found in our within our Facebook group. And if you're not a part of the Facebook group, I suggest you join. It's quite a good time.
For
It's
anyone
just-
who might have heard that sounded a little off, Chris and I basically played the drop at the exact same time.
Yeah, it sounded good. A
It did.
little echoey. So these are to join our Facebook group. Just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's my favorite place on the internet. All right, Mike J. Nielsen writes, Matt. Funny enough, for my bachelor party, we went to a K1 racing place, and on the third race, I had motion sickness kick in. I just ran the rest. I just ran the rest of that race slow, so I didn't puke. So you're not alone.
That's good to hear. Yeah. I have been telling people that I got motion sickness go-kart racing, and every time I say it, my soul dies a little bit. But I'm glad to know I'm not alone.
You're not alone. It's So
There are literally dozens of you.
there is,
Literally.
I should start
And we're all driving very slowly on the go-kart track.
Nick Sabatura, he posted the trailer for the new M. Night movie starring Josh Hartnett called Trap, and I watched this trailer, and I like it.
You're in?
It's
I heard
an
the
odd
premise,
trailer.
but I didn't
it's
watch
an
the
odd
trailer.
Like the trailer has a twist, so which is something interesting. So, or M. Night's just getting really really ahead of himself here, but I'm into it. I'm into it. So
I'm
yeah,
still in for anything M. Night does.
me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me
Yeah.
too. So
He's bounced back a couple times enough to where you go, all right, I'm still in on your stuff.
yeah. Dan Churchman says, I've reached an age where I'm excited about trying a new grocery store. A new Aldi opened near me, and I'm going there tonight. I've already got a quarter in my pocket.
Yeah.
Because you need the quarter to get the cart, but then you get it back when you return the cart. Yeah.
Thank God, too.
Yeah. There's all these.
Is it the same quarter that you get back? Because otherwise, I don't know if I can.
Oh,
I don't want to
Keelan,
risk
this
it.
could be
Yeah.
risky for you.
It's the same quarter.
It's the
back
same
in the same
quarter?
quarter.
How
It's
was
the
that
exact
possible?
same quarter? No way.
I don't
How
know.
is that possible?
It's because the way it works is the carts are all chained together. So you push your quarter in there, and then that releases the chain that's attaching it to the other carts. And then when you plug the chain back into the carts at the end, your quarter pops back out.
our stunned silence. I'm just picturing a large. I don't know about anybody else. I'm picturing a large line of quarters, and I feel like my quarter is at the back of this line. And unless the exact amount of people
Yeah.
push my quarter forward, I'm
was
not going to
that?
get my
How was
quarter
that?
back. We gotta have somebody try this.
Not
Whoever
me.
posted that
Not me.
comment, can we get? You gotta mark put a big black X mark
This is
on
like
your
a
quarter.
magic trick. Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm thinking of like those airport carts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's individual
in the
within the
actual
car. Okay, so it's
cart.
okay.
Oh, that
Well, there
helps.
you go.
How do you just have a picture of that?
It's not hard, Kalen, as a quick Goog.
You're just taking pictures of your Aldi cart?
It's Gary's
No,
desktop.
Gary, you can see Gary at Aldi regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you shop there.
I
Yeah.
do shop there. All these fucking rules.
I would be excited if I had an Aldi near me. I am excited to also go to an Aldi for the first time. So
Got to be an Aldi somewhat near you.
it's not close enough. to
Yeah,
really
I will
warrant
say-
that. Yeah.
I will say Aldi is good enough that the closest one to us is about a 15-minute drive. And while we don't go there like as our regular grocery store, like we definitely go once a month at least.
There's an Aldi. I used to live by an Aldi, but there was a Ralph's in that same center, and I just thought, why would I go there if I got Ralph's? It's already here.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's a lot cheaper, yeah. Aldi,
Oh,
that's Aldi's
well-
thing is that like they don't bag your groceries and you have to have a quarter for the fucking shopping carts, but everything's cheaper.
Oh, so I work there. I don't want to go to my place of employment when I'm on the clock. All right.
You know what I like to get when I go there? The dish that I recommend is Aldi's nuts.
You know, you could see it coming from like 60
like
seconds
it.
away,
Keep it coming.
and you just had to sit there.
I like it. All right. Jake Zerby says, how does one submit a "This is how you remind me" suggestion?
You should do it on the Facebook page right there.
Just do it on the
Just do
Facebook
it.
group.
Just do
So
it.
right
you
where
can
you put
you
this-
can tag me.
Right where you
Or
put this
not.
question, right there.
The way you posted it. Yeah, just push it right there. All right. Well, we actually have one today.
We do, and this one was not posted in the Facebook group exactly. There is, if you are a member of our Malo Money tier, they've actually started their own Malo Money Facebook group chat.
Really?
I wasn't
Yeah.
aware of this.
Well, you guys aren't cool enough to be on it.
What
I'm
the-
on
I'm
it.
not even a member of this.
I'm not either.
Is it a
What the
secret that I'm on it? I guess I'm the only one on it. Hey, must be the money.
Pretty exciting stuff.
There's a
yeah.
more exclusive group.
Our groups
Well,
are
let me
breaking
just
off.
say, somebody in the Malo Money chain was jonesing for some more content. They said I had to get my fix, so I listened to the classic Cheeseball episode, number 280.
All right,
from
stop there.
Almost
I'll stop you right there.
exactly
Hold on.
3 years ago.
I think there was 2 or 3 rounds of the cheese ball.
There was.
This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of the podcast we had.
Remix. All right, go ahead.
They go on to say it might be PWC, in my humble
Oh.
opinion. All the guys are on top of their games. We got the cheese draft, and Nick Davis was there as a special guest. So we'll listen to a little bit of that. But again, this is all free. You can listen to the whole episode. It's in the archives, just on the same feed, number 280. Here's a little bit from the cheese draft pre-cheese ball.
I
Maybe
wish
you
we
gotta-
had the rules of what's going on because I don't know if we need a tailback.
I understand.
Or a fucking defensive line.
understand.
I don't know
Tailback,
what the fuck we need.
dodgeball,
you throw
a ball at each
I don't know what the fuck we need.
Dawson, hold on.
here?
Before you announce our pick, I would like to suggest that no one has been listening to Matt, and Matt is the tyrant of this game, and possibly there is an advantage in listening to Matt. Now, it's possible that could swing the other way for us. You might be trying to sabotage.
You know, you're
but-
right. And because of that, I'm going to say cream cheese.
For those not watching on the YouTube, Kaylin and Chris are writing furious notes. Dawson and I are trying to
Well, we
talk
got
to each
Nick
other because
between
Nick's
us.
in between us, and then Dawson's just completely ignoring me.
In honor for our draft, in honor of our guest Nick Davis, we're going cheese curds.
And finally, Aaron Rodgers is off the board. Somehow the 24th pick, Aaron Smith goes first. Oh, you're going to be eating your fucking words, San Francisco. You will be eating your
Yes.
words. Great pick.
Thank you, thank
Solid.
you.
Yeah, because cheese curds have the squeak. You need that squeak. Matt. That was PWC cheese ball. How did that one end? I forget.
Not well. Not end well.
I forgot who won.
I think the clue was right at the beginning of that clip when Dawson said, I wish I knew what the rules were. I think that was really the major flaw of that whole segment. But it was fun to listen back on it.
Yeah.
The
And
whole
then
draft is hilarious.
And you did redeem yourself with a game of scones.
Oh, yeah.
How'd that one end?
Another winning.
Are we
another
still doing
winning
that?
bit. Nope.
Ah, shit. No, thank you for submitting that, by the way. And that was "This is how you remind me." And yeah, and I guess there's a private group. Sarah Highmore says if everyone here listens every week, you can get twice the content ad free on Patreon. Oh, Sarah, I like where your head's at. just saying, for $5 a month, it's a pretty good deal. 8 shows a month with no ads is 62 cents a show. I like where Sarah's head's at.
I do
Yeah.
too. I like that she did the math for us. That's awesome.
And honestly, when you put it that way, who's not doubting? We could have easily charged 69 cents a show, and we know people would pay it. But we're giving each of you a 7-cent discount on our show. It's only
for now.
62 cents, Gary.
Yeah.
Matt, I got you, dude. I don't know how we missed that one. We
Matt's-
really should have been doing the math and figuring that
We
out.
really should have figured it out.
Yeah. We're acting like it was a deal we did, but it was really just something that we overlooked. Ryan Huff says, I see your A1 steak sauce and raise you Melinda's ghost pepper steak sauce. It's so damn good. Ryan. Yeah,
I don't
dude, I'm
need-
not interested in that.
I don't
That's
need
too
ghost
that's
pepper
too
sauce.
spicy.
Ghost pepper is a novelty, right?
yeah.
Like nobody wants like, oh, you know what this needs is ghost pepper. No. Nobody wants ghost pepper.
I love spicy more than the next, but yeah, when it gets to that novelty level where it's like it's just painful, and like I can get pretty high on the spicy to where it is actually a little painful, but like ghost pepper anything, I go, it's too much.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, and I'm not into the whole, I'm just in. I just want pain. Oh, I need
Yeah.
like no, I don't need that. I want flavor. Give me the flavor. Stuart
Sounds like
Brad.
someone who needs some A1.
Yeah, A1. Look, I always said A1. I'll substitute out instead of ketchup. 9 out of 10 times.
Now,
Really?
Chris, the real question is, did you or any of your other esteemed colleagues order A1 at Delmonico's?
No, we didn't. We gave whatever the chef wanted. We ate.
To be
I
fair,
think
it
he
didn't
put
look
the
like
A1
anyone
in the
had
sauce
steak.
already.
Yeah. What?
He already put the A1 in the sauce. That's how you know he's a real
Yeah,
chef.
Right.
That's how
Everybody
Emerald does
incorporated it
Yeah,
into
he
the
pre-did
meal.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everything
Bam.
was marinated in A1. Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
good chef will do that.
Yeah, and the sommelier actually filled our glass with A1 or wine. So,
Yeah.
so.
Now you're
Smart.
speaking the language.
Smart.
Stuart Bradshaw posted a meme. What if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl and her number was 8675309? Yeah, well, I used 8675309 at Walgreens the other day.
Did it work?
Yes.
Yes, but like she was like, "Oh, 8 names popped up. Which one are you?" And I'm
Only
just
8?
sitting there.
The
like,
first one.
Just say the first one.
The
Yeah.
first one is the answer.
yeah, I should. I like, but like she has a list of names. Like I'm the top one that I can't see.
Yeah, I've done that. I've run into that problem several times, and that is always my answer. And you just say it forcefully, and they look at you, and then they look back at the computer, and they look at you, and then they go, "Okay."
Okay, I'll do that. Well, luckily there's a guy named Chris, so it actually worked out in my favor. Like, oh, Chris, and it worked out. So there we go. Somebody in the comments actually said happy. Tony McBanus says happy National Cheese Ball Day. So he remembers.
There you go.
He remembers.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, those are our comments, everybody. Thanks for writing in. We appreciate you. All right. Before we get to the end of the show, so I was going home from Vegas, and I posted this on my Instagram, which is the most messaging I've gotten from Instagram.
Viral?
In my own sense, like a lot, like almost everybody who cares about me messaged me with concern when I posted this next
Whoops.
string of pictures. Yeah. And I remember everybody who messaged me concerned about my life. So
I liked them. I liked the stories.
so
What
yeah.
happened?
So I'm
last
getting,
I heard, you were sitting at a chef's table living life.
That's what I thought. I thought that too, Matt, but you know, you got to treat every day like it's your last.
Mm.
And live every day that way, because you know it might be sometime, because I went on my Southwest flight and I sit down in my chair and I look across the aisle, and I'm one of the first people to get on because I was in the A group. No big deal.
Obvio.
Yeah. And I sit on the plane.
Did you get yourself into the A group with an alarm, or did you pay $15 to get into the A group?
I paid the $15.
I
Well,
wish it was 15. It's
the
like
people
50
the
now.
people who put me out there paid the $15.
It's like
So,
50.
living large. And I sit down in my chair and I look across the aisle and I notice the window of across the aisle before anybody sat there yet, and I just take a picture of it, and this is what I see. Kaylin, describe what you see here.
It looks like a regular plain window with a big hole in the middle of it. And maybe on the bottom as well. And cracks. It looks like a cracked window. Are you on a Boeing plane? Is this a Boeing airplane?
So, yeah.
It looks like the guys who usually direct the planes which way to go decided to play baseball on the runway. And someone fucking cracked a ripper over the fence and popped a hole in the goddamn window.
Well, here's the thing, though. Those things are double paned. Is that break on the inside or the outside?
It's on the inside.
Okay, so the guys on the last flight decided to play baseball.
Right. So I'm just looking at it. I look away. And I just look back. I'm like, that looks odd. That looks kind of odd. But people are getting sad. I'm one of the first people that got sad, so I'm just staring at it. And I say, oh, by the way, I'm sitting in the very back, like 3 rows to the back, because I know this plane deboards from the back as well. So I just want to get off the plane right away. So nobody else really, knows that right at the beginning. So they're all getting settled at the front. And I sit at the back and I notice this. So
is your text there a reference to Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah. Just, cool. So I take a picture of it. I'm just like, okay, I post it. No big deal. Just because, they wouldn't let it sit on this plane if anybody was really in danger, right?
Yeah, no airline industry shenanigans have gone on lately.
Right. Yeah. There's been nothing in the news about airplanes falling apart. So I'm just staring at it and I go, okay, this is weird. And everyone gets sat, and people actually sit next to this window. And I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't seem like anybody's alarmed, so we're just going to go. And I'm getting messages already. My phone's already blown up. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? That's crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Or you're going to be fine. I think you'll be fine. I think you're going to be fine. Don't sweat it. And then the pilot gets on the intercom, but not from the cockpit. He goes to the front of this full plane, and he just goes, so we are dealing with an issue right now. There is a broken window pane. And the second he says broken window pane, all the commotion in the plane just starts rising. And he looks so annoyed about this. It's like, some people on the flight before us got a little too rowdy, and they didn't respect the equipment. And
that's pilot talk, by the way.
Yeah.
When pilots are talking to each other, they go, what kind of equipment you on?
Right. So he's
Suddenly
already,
all of you are in detention now because of somebody else's mistake.
so I'm looking at all these rows. I'm like, it's this window next to me that's causing us to be delayed right now, because he's saying there's a delay and they have to get this repaired and they have to get the paperwork filled out. So we're going to be grounded for a little bit. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But whatever. And then so we're sitting there for a while, and then this guy in the south. So like, okay, they'll fix it. He's like, don't worry. It's not. You're not in danger. He kept assuring us, like, you're not in danger. This is going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Don't sweat it. We just got to get this thing approved before we can fly. And so they asked the people sitting there to get up so a guy can go and take a look at the window. And this guy in like a Southwest vest comes, and he starts taking some tape and just taping the window. Starts taping the window.
Oh my God.
As I'm just watching this guy tape the window as we're about to get on this flight, just put some tape over it. And I'm just
I don't know. I've seen The Martian before. His duct tape really worked when he used it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm not understanding is if this happened on the flight before, why was anybody allowed on the plane? To get everybody seated and then make all of y'all just wait for him to tape the window shut. He should have just fucking done it.
Yeah.
He should have done it before you guys got on the plane.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said, like, what are y'all thinking?
Yeah.
So
I'm still bitter that I didn't get more for Southwest.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I heard it, and I should have acknowledged
Chris, you were
it.
soldiering on. I don't blame you. I blame that.
So he's wearing a South vest and he's putting the tape on it, and then here's what it looked like after. And then he looks at.
Is this what they did for your burlesque show?
Yeah, they just put some tape on it.
Yeah, this is how they boarded up the windows at the burlesque show went on, which once again we mentioned on the movie night that nobody heard yet.
Promotion, and it's out. They can hear it now at patreon.com/watercooler.
So anyway, here's the window. He looks at his work, puts his hands on his hips, and walks away. And that's now what we have to look at the whole flight.
No,
Wow.
I would demand that he has to come with us on this flight. That's the only way I'm allowing this repair is if that guy sits the fuck down next to that window and goes to do Burbank or Long Beach or wherever the fuck you were
Yeah,
going.
so the window's just duct tape shut. I posted it on Instagram if you want. You can, I guess, look at my Instagram or message me or something. But anyway, plane landed safely. It was all good. But the pilot has gone on the intercom probably 8 times before he even take off and go, just want to assure everybody the plane is safe. There's a double paned window. This is the reason he says, like, we put an extra plane there. Plane on a plane. Pane. We put an extra pane there of glass or fiberglass, whatever it is, because we don't want you slipping pennies into the little crack between the windows.
What? No,
That's what he said.
Do is slip pennies. Why would you say that?
I'm like, why would you think that that's what we want to do? So we put it there to prevent people from slipping pennies into there.
Now
That's what they were doing. That's what we were doing.
Know what that does?
Yeah. Why can we not slip pennies?
Folks, we're gonna have to do to land the plane in Des Moines. It's a little off center. There are several pennies on the left side of the plane.
Yeah,
Kaylin pipe up from the back. What about quarters?
Yeah.
So a little history for everybody. Those panes of glass were meant to prevent people from slipping pennies into, which can't be true. That can't be true. And it's just like what year is it?
It has to be true. How can you make that up?
But anyway, so that was the extent of it, and now here we are. I made it back alive. I didn't do a safe home post, but I mean everyone kind of assumed I lived, right?
Do you think he was in a group text with like a few other pilots like complaining about this, and one of them was like, "Just give him the pennies bit; it'll be."
Yeah,
fine.
tell them about the pennies thing. Just because they know nobody has pennies on them anymore, so like they'll never be able to test it out. Nobody has pennies on them.
I mean, there were at least 3 more pennies in that plane than there were before he made that announcement.
I mean, when's the last time you guys had pennies on you?
I don't even take the pennies. Whenever I do get the change, I just leave the pennies.
Leave the pennies.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing. Take a penny, leave a penny, and like the liquor store had that plastic ashtray.
Yeah, but then you take a penny and then they always look at you weird.
Right.
I was always a little too ashamed to take the penny.
Yeah,
Like-
I wasn't.
Like I'd reach for it and the guy'd be like, "Really? You gonna take it?"
Right.
But you know, I really wanted to buy that sour gummy roll. So with a sour belt. So place to go liquor store, just get sour belts. They have the best sour belts. Kaylin, you into sour belts?
I've not eaten a sour belt. How sour is it? Because
Yeah.
I don't. This sounds like it could be sour. I don't want to eat it and then go like, "What the fuck is this?"
You
It's
would
not
call
sour.
it a bitch ass sour belt.
Yeah, it sounds like a bitch ass sour belt.
I'm gonna bring you a sour belt. Let's get Kaylin a sour belt. I love sour belts. I think they're a phenomenal delicacy, and you would truly enjoy it. I'm gonna bring you a sour belt, Kaylin.
All right. It
Yeah,
better be
imagine-
sour.
Imagine
It's
a
not sour. I'm gonna be sour.
Imagine a fruit
shit.
by the foot, but shorter and more sour.
Less of.
Fruit by the inch. It's really sour.
Yeah, imagine a fruit by the foot, but less, and but sour.
Oh, now you got me craving a fruit by the foot, man.
What's the last time you had a
But
fruit
like a
by the
smaller
foot?
one.
Yeah,
It's been a really long time.
Yeah, fruit by the foot. That was some real currency in the
Pretty
schoolyard.
good. I think they still make those. That's got to be a Target.
They
I'm gonna
do.
get that. I'm gonna get one.
Oh, Kaylin, you getting fruit by the foot still?
I'm not, but I have been wanting to get them for the girls. I have not pulled the trigger on it yet, but
Let's do it,
when I
Keelan. You and
do,
me.
they're
Let's
gonna-
both get it. You give them to your daughters, and then I'll get them for myself.
Yeah. There has to be a BOGO somewhere.
Across state lines.
I got Matt on the phone. He's buying one now. If we
FaceTime to
scan
prove
it
it.
at the same time, it should work. This coupon should work. Yeah. So
Joint coupons. Why is that not a thing, Chris? This is a brilliant idea.
yeah.
Multiple locations across the country. You and a friend, you both go. You both save a little money.
We could call it a Groupon.
Oh, let's get that trademarked.
Yeah. Of course, the take a penny guy wants a joint coupon. Tracks. Good try.
Gary called it Groupon. I'm a dumbass. I forgot.
Dude, are Groupons still good? Like, do people still use those?
Sure.
I haven't
No
heard
and
about them in a
yes.
long time. They still exist?
Yes, people still definitely use them.
Hmm.
I gotta go back on there and find some fun activities.
Don't poop on Groupon.
I won't anymore. I never have really, but I don't know. It just kind of died in my my universe. Like I just
Can't
never.
remember which comedian it was, but I want to say maybe it was Schumer, but I can't remember. But some comedian has a great story about how they became friendly with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and invited them somewhere that they had purchased on Groupon. And Will and Jada had never heard that word before, so they didn't understand when they showed up. And there was like 60 other people for this tour they were all going on. And just ended up with Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and this comedian, like with 75 people who were all like super fucking excited.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's a good Groupon deal then. If there's a chance to hang out with
Get
Will and
jiggy with
Jada,
it.
especially
You
now.
might get smacked though. There's always that.
Why?
Just keep his wife's name out your mouth, and you'll be fine.
All right. Well, anyway, that was Watercooler, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging with us, for tuning in, and blessing us with your company. We appreciate it, and we love you all so much. We're gonna do Patreon later this week too. But if you haven't heard the movie night of The Sting, we should talk about it more and do more references from that particular podcast to get people intrigued. Just go to patreon.com/watercooler. All right, we're going to go around now, get some plugs in, and then GTFO. I'll start all the way in North Hollywood, California. Mike Dawson, what do you suggest people check out?
When you were talking about Emerald and Emerald's restaurant earlier,
Delmonico's.
it made me think of wondering which TV chefs do I trust? And there's really only one of them, and it's Lydia. If you ever see Lydia's Kitchen on PBS, watch it. She's a nana. She's an Italian nana, and I will watch that show for hours, and it's the only one I'll watch. I love Lydia's
She's
Kitchen.
legit.
So check it out. It's on PBS.
All right, Lydia's Kitchen. Get a real nana and get some real recipes. Matt, something you.
We've mentioned it before, but please consider checking out our Patreon, patreon.com/watercooler. Again, we could have easily charged y'all 69 cents an episode, but we've lowered the price to 62 cents an episode. What a deal.
What a deal.
If you're listening this much, you've been listening for a long time, we're just going to fuck around another time later this week. Hang out with us, please.
Please do. Yes, I agree. Patreon is the place to be. And then if, there's even a chance you can invite to a very exclusive group of Patreon members. That's so exclusive.
Right.
Even some of the guys
Apparently I'm the
here.
only
None of us
person
are in
that's
it.
on it. I wonder how I got in that group, but thank
I
you guys for including me. Sorry to give it away.
Kalen, what about you?
Check out Fallout on Amazon. I'm gonna review it on Patreon.
Ooh. And in between hell diving, right, Kalen?
You're right. In between hell diving sessions.
Yeah. I called Kalen yesterday. Was it yesterday I talked to you, or 2 days ago? 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kalen was hell diving. It's like, hey, Kalen. Just hell diving.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's how I spent a large portion of my weekend.
Yeah. All right. Gary, so what you?
Check out our movie club, The Sting, available at patreon.com/watercooler.
I like that. And then as for me, my band Loxy is playing at Tantalum in Long Beach, May 18th. It's a Saturday night. And then we're doing a couple dates in June. We basically have a residency there. So please
Nice,
come
dude.
out and say what up. And I'm also playing at the Wilmore in Long Beach solo. And that is May 25th. Yep. Nailed it. All right. So please come out and play some music and say hi. All right. That'll do it for Watercooler. Thank you so much for hanging with us. We love you so much. And goodbye.